Millennials are often depicted as financially reckless or disorganized. From avocado toast and coffee habits to luxury brands and expensive travel, it seems the generation has been branded as one that doesn't quite grasp the concept of saving and investing. However, these generalizations don't tell the full story. Like every generation, millennials face unique financial challenges, and while there are some who may struggle with money management, there are countless others working hard to overcome these struggles and build financial security. Despite efforts to be financially responsible, millennials still make money mistakes that can have long-term consequences. These errors often stem from a lack of financial literacy, mismanagement of priorities, or simply not having access to the right financial tools and knowledge. If you're a millennial, or simply someone looking to avoid common pitfalls, this guide will walk you through the 5 biggest financial mistakes millennials often make and how to fix them. 1. Neglecting to build an emergency fund. One of the most common financial mistakes millennials make is not prioritizing an emergency fund. It's easy to see why, when you're juggling student loan debt, rent, groceries, and all the expenses of modern life, saving money can feel like an impossible task. Yet, not having an emergency fund is one of the most dangerous mistakes you can make. An emergency fund acts as a safety net. It's money set aside for unexpected expenses such as medical bills, car repairs, job loss, or home maintenance. Without an emergency fund, even a small setback can quickly turn into a major financial crisis, forcing you to go into debt or deplete savings intended for other purposes. The lack of an emergency fund is exacerbated by lifestyle inflation, when you earn more but your expenses increase just as quickly. As millennials enter the workforce and start earning more, they tend to upgrade their lifestyle, whether it's through expensive rent, dining out more frequently, or splurging on the latest gadgets. How to fix it? Start by setting small, achievable savings goals. Aim for a bare minimum of $1,000 to start your emergency fund, then gradually increase it to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. To make this easier, automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account every time you get paid, even if it's a small amount. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, it might feel like a daunting task, but every little bit counts. Think of it as a long-term goal. The sooner you start, the better. Eventually, your emergency fund will provide you with peace of mind, knowing you have a financial cushion to rely on. 2. Failing to save for retirement early. Another critical mistake millennials often make is not saving for retirement as early as possible. Many millennials feel overwhelmed by the thought of saving for the distant future, especially when the present feels more urgent. But the truth is, the sooner you start saving for retirement, the more time your money has to grow, and the less you'll need to contribute in the long run. This problem is compounded by student loan debt. Millennials have more student debt than previous generations, which makes it feel like there's little room to start thinking about retirement savings. However, not prioritizing retirement early on can result in years of lost growth. If you're not contributing to a retirement account yet, you're not alone. According to recent studies, many millennials don't start saving for retirement until their 30s. But the key to building a healthy retirement fund is starting early, even if it means contributing small amounts at first. How to fix it? If your employer offers a 401k or similar retirement plan, contribute at least enough to take full advantage of any employer match. This is essentially free money that can significantly boost your retirement savings. If you don't have access to an employer-sponsored plan, consider opening an individual retirement account, IRA, on your own. Even if you can only put aside $50 or $100 a month, starting early is more important than contributing large sums later in life. If you're unsure where to start, look into Roth IRAs, which are popular for their tax advantages. Also, don't underestimate the power of compound interest. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow, meaning you could be setting yourself up for financial security when you reach retirement age. 3. Living beyond your means and racking up credit card debt. Many millennials struggle with the temptation of living beyond their means. Social media and influencer culture often paint a picture of a lifestyle filled with trendy brands, constant travel, and luxury items. While it's great to enjoy the occasional splurge, living this way regularly can quickly lead to mounting credit card debt, which is a common problem for millennials. Credit card debt is one of the most damaging financial mistakes you can make. High interest rates, combined with late fees and minimum payments, can trap you in a cycle of debt that's difficult to escape. The temptation of buy now, pay later is real, but it's important to remember that spending money you don't have is a quick way to undermine your long-term financial stability. Many millennials also make the mistake of using credit cards for everyday expenses or lifestyle upgrades without fully understanding the long-term impact. The issue isn't the use of credit, it's how and when it's used. Racking up debt for non-essential purchases can quickly spiral out of control. How to fix it? The first step to overcoming credit card debt is to stop using your cards for discretionary spending. If you've racked up a significant amount of debt, focus on paying it off as quickly as possible. Consider using the debt snowball method, where you pay off your smallest balances first, or the debt avalanche method, where you focus on the highest interest debt. Both methods are effective, but the key is consistency. Additionally, create and stick to a monthly budget. A budget will help you track your income and expenses, ensuring that you live within your means. Commit to paying off your credit cards in full each month to avoid interest charges. If you struggle to control your spending, try cutting back on non-essential expenses, such as dining out or subscription services. Remember, financial freedom starts with making conscious choices and living within your means. It's not about depriving yourself, but rather about finding balance and making smarter financial decisions. 4. Not building and maintaining good credit. A good credit score can make a huge difference in your life, affecting your ability to get loans, mortgages, or even a job. But many millennials don't understand the importance of credit or how to build and maintain a good score. Poor credit can lead to higher interest rates on loans and credit cards, which means you'll end up paying more over time. Unfortunately, many millennials don't think about their credit score until they need it, like when they apply for a car loan or mortgage. But by then, if your credit score is low, it may be too late to fix the problem in time. Credit scores are built over time, and the earlier you start paying attention to them, the better. How to fix it? Start by regularly checking your credit score. You can do this for free through services like Credit Karma, or by requesting a free report annually from the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Your credit score is impacted by factors like on-time payments, credit utilization, the length of your credit history, and the types of credit accounts you have. If you have a limited credit history, consider applying for a credit card designed for beginners or a secured credit card. The key is to use it responsibly. Make sure to pay your bills on time, keep your credit utilization low, preferably below 30%, and avoid opening too many new accounts at once. If you already have debt or a low credit score, work on improving it by paying off outstanding balances and making consistent, on-time payments. Over time, your credit score will rise, and you'll enjoy lower interest rates and more favorable financial opportunities. 5. Ignoring health and life insurance. Health and life insurance are often overlooked, especially when you're young and healthy. Millennials, in particular, tend to feel invincible and assume they don't need insurance because they don't foresee any major medical issues or life events. However, neglecting insurance is a huge mistake that can lead to financial devastation if the unexpected happens. Without health insurance, you could face exorbitant medical bills if you get sick or injured. And without life insurance, your loved ones could be left with a financial burden in the event of your passing. While insurance isn't something that's top of mind for most young people, it's an essential part of protecting your financial future. How to fix it? Start by evaluating your health insurance options. If you're under 26, you may be able to stay on your parents' health insurance plan. If that's not an option, explore affordable plans through your employer or the health insurance marketplace. The sooner you get covered, the better. When it comes to life insurance, consider purchasing a term life insurance policy, which is more affordable than whole life insurance. If you have dependents or debts, life insurance is critical to ensure that your family won't be left struggling if the worst happens. While insurance may feel like an unnecessary expense, it's an investment in your long-term security. Having the right coverage in place can provide peace of mind and protect your finances in the event of an emergency. Millennials face unique financial challenges, but they also have the opportunity to avoid the mistakes that many others before them made. By focusing on building an emergency fund, starting to save for retirement early, avoiding credit card debt, maintaining a good credit score, and ensuring you have the right insurance coverage, millennials can set themselves up for financial success. Financial literacy is a lifelong journey. It's not about perfection but about making smarter decisions over time. With the right mindset and the willingness to learn, you can break free from the mistakes that hold so many others back and build a financially secure future.